What is up, everybody? It is Owen Shapiro. We are predicting the World Cup final. And okay, get ready for this. I had originally predicted in the semifinals that it would be France versus England. France wins. And you know what? I was so wrong. I was absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. And honestly, like I was so convinced. I was convinced about France. And it was France's time to bring it back 3 times in a row, three-peat going to the World Cup finals. And Spain upset them. I would say I do think Spain upset them. Honestly, I really do think that Spain was, Spain had it, right? Spain did it, but really France had it. I mean, they had the opportunity to go in and get a dub, and one dub, and they're three-peating to go to the final. And look, I know some French. Je parle petit peu français, j'aime Mbappé Dembélé. Yeah, Amibu Mbappé Dembélé. But still, I mean, how could you just let that happen? That is just, I don't know. And then England semifinal. We were keeping the updates, right? I was at my job because I create sports content, right? It's at my job, and I'm keeping the updates for the players on the football team. And everyone's like, what's going on? What's happening? What is happening? And then, England is up 1-0, 55 minutes in. 85 minutes in, we're expecting, oh, wow, England might pull away with this. England might go to their first in many years. What, since the 60s? David Beckham is clapping. People are going insane. But Messi, Lionel Messi, is able to get 2 assists. He makes some amazing plays. And just like that, in under, 10, 12 minutes, Argentina is now favored to go into the World Cup after trailing most of the game. I mean, absolutely insane. So what am I thinking? Spain versus Argentina. Now, Spain apparently is favored. España, if that's how you pronounce it, is currently favored. Honestly, this is tough. I'm taking Argentina. Messi is, deservedly called the GOAT, even though I currently think it's Mbappe. But deservedly, Messi is the GOAT. I think in that case scenario, that I do think Messi's going to have a really good game. I think he's going to get at least an assist, goal or assist. So all of you bettors who like to bet on this stuff, because there's a lot of gambling right now. It's at an all-time high. I'd say put something on a Messi assist, maybe. I'm not some sort of Kalshi, website that you're tracking it. But seriously, if you like to bet, put something maybe on a Messi assist. Crazy story. I know people that bet on crazy things and got, payouts of 500 from it. I don't gamble myself. Ever since I was a kid, I lost 500,000 in Madden coins, or the Pokemon, the Pokemon card, gambles, wagers. If you wager your best Pokemon card, right? Whatever. When I was a kid, obviously I was 12 years old with Pokemon. I was 14, 15 with Madden. So that's over 10 years ago. But still, honestly, I think what's going to happen is that Lionel Messi is going to have a goal. He's going to have assists. And that Martinez dude or whatever something is dude, something Fernandez Martinez, that Ez dude, he's going to get a goal. I really think so. And I think it's going to be Argentina has 3. I think Spain, I think they also get 3. I think we're going to be having another penalty shootout. I think we're having another penalty shootout because that's kind of pretty insane. I mean, I think Lamin Yamal, or what like Ronaldo likes to call him, Lamin Yamal. He's I think he's gonna get a goal. I think a few guys are gonna get a goal on Spain. I think it's gonna be what's gonna happen is it's gonna be I think Spain gets a goal around the 50-something minute, 50th to 60th minute, somewhere like 53 minutes in, I'd say. And then Argentina scores 2 in like let's say the 70th, late 70th, early 80th minute. It's like 77 to 80 something. Then I'm gonna say Spain scores again. I'm gonna say then that would be at like the late 80 something, like 87th, 89th minute, 88th. Then I'm gonna say Spain scores again in like the 94th minute. And then Argentina scores in like the 97th minute or 98th minute. Yeah, 98th minute. Then I'm predicting in extra time, not like the stoppage time, but like the actual 100-something minutes, that there's no score and that it goes to penalties. And then since generally Argentina, but except for Spain's Lamine Yamal has a better, let's say, penalty shootout players, I think they end up pulling it out. And then Messi's officially crowned the GOAT and greatest ever and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And he kind of pulls away with that. Just don't be surprised about that. Don't be surprised if, like, Argentina is clutch, but don't be surprised if Spain blows out Argentina. I think all I can say is I can guarantee Messi's going to do something. This isn't 2014 where Messi was carrying the team on its back, and Argentina, the only good player they really had was Messi, and then maybe second was what, Higuain, whatever that guy was. I do think though that it's going to be really close in a high scoring match. And Harry Kane, man, is this his last World Cup after he lost? It's a very high likelihood, but I think he might do 1 or 2 more. 1 more, or there he may get called up for a second. But I think, honestly, Harry Kane, he's a great player simply because he's a Tom Brady fan, not because of any other reason, but because he's a Tom Brady fan. Anyway, everyone, I'm Owen Shapiro. And one more thing I wanted to say, actually. The Golden Boot, they give the person, the person who has the most goals. I have a feeling it's going to be Messi or tied with Mbappe. I think it's going to be Messi. I think player of the tournament is probably going to be, honestly, I think it's once again Messi. I mean, maybe it should be Mbappe, but it's probably going to be Messi because I think it probably should, honestly, now that I think about it, it probably should be Messi because he was the one who is in the final. Player of the match, I think it's going to be Lamine Yamal. Anyway, everyone, well, I am Owen Shapiro, and I am out. Stay cinematic.